I'm confused. It's either a CGI plane or CGI plane. What's the point of me going to look at plane crashes if it weren't a plane?
Just observe. Just observe.
I'm confused. It's either a CGI plane or CGI plane. What's the point of me going to look at plane crashes if it weren't a plane? Oh, was it a CGI explosion as well? Or did the explosion
The explosion was real.
Oh, the explosion was real.
Hey, I'm in.
Hello.
You hear me?
Took you ages to work it out.
So no, completely missed the point. Where the so-called plane mark's supposed to hit the building, the explosion is a different position. Yeah, that's why I said it'd be different.
So it wasn't a plane.
See, right now the leader.
Don't seem to be able to get any clarification from you.
Greetings.
It was either a plane or it wasn't a plane. What was it?
You keep saying it was a plane.
Oh, he just said it's a plane. So is it a plane or not a plane?
Explosion. Right then, in the first one,
Okay.
the elite started celebrating because they knew they was going to get the people to agree with going to war.
But that's footage of the second one again, isn't it? Oh.
This aircraft that you see
it's an
is
aircraft.
not really. Are you not going to let me
So
finish?
another word to describe a plane.
It's not good enough for me.
Kimo, you're doing all right, but there's so much more that you should be showing him.
So I'm just
No,
a bit
but like
confused. You
the
keep
plane,
using
I'm
the word
saying it's-
plane and aircraft today. I don't understand this. Yeah.
Where's
Like,
this one where the plane
There's a image where the wing goes through a building.
Yeah,
but a plane's got a wing. How can I'm
because it's not a real
confused.
plane, Mark. That's why.
Oh, it's
The
not a
wing
real
goes
plane.
through a
What
building.
kind of
No,
plane
it's
is
not
it?
a real plane. Well done, Mark.
So what is it?
At last, it's a
What
CGI.
plane is it if it's not a real plane?
We've already told you.
CGI
Oh,
computer
it's a
simulator.
CGI
This
plane.
is how
I get it, I
intelligent
get
you
it.
are, Mark.
Okay.
Mark,
And-
just look at
Very
this
well
plane
given.
here. Look how it is.
I'm
This
not saying
this blue
So
background
it is a plane,
is
then, James.
is their green screen.
very
This
well
is all
could have been.
green
Okay,
screen,
okay.
yeah.
At least
But a
you're-
plane
at least
ain't
you're
gonna take those
At least
buildings
you're
down.
more honest, James. That's why I like talking to you. At least you're honest.
Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me, Pete?
Yeah.
Cool. Hello, guys. I was going to say friends, but some aren't friends or friendly.
What's the question, mate?
There's nothing on that plane that's gonna melt fucking steel beams the size of those beams.
Don't think any steel beams were melted. James.
Can I ask Mark a question? Mark,
That's the only way they could collapse. The
Sheared
buildings-
off at 45 degree
That
angle.
looks like a plane to me. I might be confused, but it does look like a plane.
Yes, it's an image of a plane, not a real plane in the sky. Don't know.
So wasn't this live film though, Spurs?
Yes, after the incident had already happened.
Well, so it wasn't live then.
No, nothing
Yeah.
goes out live.
It's-
does it?
can I-
Oh, I thought
Well,
loads
you know
of
what
news. I
happened
thought
live?
loads of news. I thought loads of
According-
news outlets called the
Mark.
second plane going in.
According
Can
to
I ask-
eyewitnesses,
can I ask Mark a
we've
question?
seen the
Is that
plane
right?
on the first one.
Is this the
It
same
wasn't
news that
until
reported
after
the
the
moonlight?
news
Yeah, but James,
reported-
on the second one, loads of news people saw the plane going into the building and
Yeah.
filmed it. It's filmed
Yeah.
from all different angles, isn't it? So are
Yeah.
they all in on it? They all had CGI.
Mark, can I
Look
ask
at
Mark
that,
a
there's
question?
plane
Is
there.
that
Was that CGI then? And we just see it go past. Is that CGI?
Mark Taylor, can you hear me?
National news media is given their reports on what to report on.
Yeah,
Right.
Peter, I can hear you, but unless you've got a question that's pertinent to the matter at hand. can we-
Find that bit where the
Yeah,
plane
CGI
the
plane.
building.
Yeah, let me ask it so. Have you done any research
what?
into 9/11 conspiracy?
One.
Let James present it. The bit where the plane goes through Building 7.
So that was my question if you heard it. Have you done any research into 9/11 conspiracy? And
Yes.
just before you answer that, let me just say how funny it is that Paper is after muting and going out because he knows the fuck I know who he is, and I'll tell you exactly who he is in a second after you answer my question, Mark.
What's that
And I
got to
bet
do with anything? Who Paper is?
well, I know who he is, so
So what does that make any difference?
well because
Hold on, man. Let's not badger the young man. He's just arrived.
Hold on.
He's just
saying
arrived.
that he's gonna
This is
tell
not how
us
we
who
welcome
Paper is.
guests,
What the
Mark.
fuck's
This
that
is
got
not
to do
this.
with anything?
well, I'll tell you in a minute then, and all will be revealed. So
This
that's
is not
fine.
the way.
So-
Carry on.
Okay, off you go. Have you ever? That's my
You
question,
mute
Mark.
me.
Have you
Don't
looked into
fucking mute
9/11
me, Spurs.
conspiracy?
You're acting like a little prick. So don't fucking
Mark, you're
mute me.
interrupting
I don't give
people.
a fuck.
New
Don't
guests.
mute me. I've never
You're
muted you,
interrupting
Spurs.
people.
Don't fucking mute me. Or I'll
Mark.
put my hand.
Fuck off.
Go on.
I'll
You take
put
the
my hand
piss,
through the
mate.
computer and slap that little boy face of yours.
Go on.
And I'll send you to bed with no
you go.
tea, you little prick.
Mark, why do you
Gosh.
continue?
There were real planes that hit the building, guys. Come on.
Well, that's been debunked since fucking ages. Come
Spurs,
on.
keep fucking muting me, bro. Keep muting me.
So, Mark, can you answer my question? Have you done any
I
research?
just fucking told you, you deaf. Yes, I did.
And what conclusion did you come to?
Come to the conclusion that planes hit the building.
And that the official story is absolutely spot on. There's nothing to see here.
No, nothing to see here.
Well, isn't that typical, isn't it?
Typical of
And it
what?
was me thinking you were an intelligent man.
Typical
for
of what,
fuck's sake.
Peter?
It
Well,
was
then-
reported that there
then
was no
intelligent man,
thermite.
you know
Peter,
so
what
much
have you,
about-
what evidence? What have you looked into?
Well, hang on.
Peter?
You know so much about, in-depthly about the shape
Yeah, I
and
do.
nature
Yeah,
of Earth.
yeah, I know in depth. Yeah.
And
Wait,
yet you
one
can't
check,
see through
share
an
it.
official narrative that a child could see through. And
What,
actually,
what do
are
you
you
think
a
those
about
in the
child,
narrative
thermite?
replace their
Mark?
purpose.
Are you a child, Peter?
At heart,
Mark,
I am.
what do you think
Peter,
about
are
the
you a
thermite?
child?
At heart, I am.
You are.
Just a child.
Okay. Just so I know. I
Is
just
there any
wanted to
evidence
clear
you
that
can
up.
respond
I haven't
seriously?
insulted
Come
you,
on.
man. I just asked you a simple question.
Have I insulted you? What? So asking you if you're a child has insulted you?
Yeah, well, kind of, isn't it?
You seem very sensitive, Peter.
Oh, well, I am. I'm a sensitive man.
Do you
Try to
think you
look
should
up.
be in a chat room if you're sensitive? I don't want you crying.
No, I can handle myself,
You gonna
but
cry, Peter?
I don't see
Okay.
you. I don't see
Okay,
any need
Peter.
for you to start insulting
Okay,
straight
hush
away.
now, Peter. I haven't insulted you, Peter, have I?
Peter,
Hush now.
were you referring to me when you said you're going to reveal who Paper is?
Yeah, hello, Edna.
Edna?
Who the fuck's Edna?
Who the fuck's Edna?
Edna.
From Will-O-the Wisp.
That's a new
Paper,
character.
Paper is a man called Evil
Man,
Edna.
that's all he writes. Everyone
Evil
says
Edna from the Will-O-the Wisp.
He's
Oh
he's
my
one of the
God.
biggest. He is one of the biggest conspiracy heads around. He writes on Fakeologist. He writes on, or he used to write on Clues Forum. All pro conspiracy, of course. Obviously, 9/11 was
So
a
why has
fake.
he not mentioned one conspiracy since he's been in his chat rooms then?
Well, he's playing a
Yeah,
role, isn't he? Of course, Mark.
Oh, he's in a role, is he?
Yeah, you've
What
surely
kind
seen
of
my
hand roll,
my
pickle roll?
comments. You've surely seen my comments in the chat about it.
Yeah, I've seen your comments and you're a
Pete,
fucking idiot.
you have absolutely no idea who I am. You're a fucking
Of
idiot.
course he
I
don't. Listen
can-
to his
I know,
accent.
but
He's
you are right.
Irish.
We
We
had
all
this
know
out
what Irish
before.
is thick as fuck.
We had this out before, man. But
We had
that's
this
all
out
right.
before.
There you go, nice
We
one.
had this out before.
This is
Yeah.
how you ball earthers handle yourself.
Absolutely. No, Mark, let me just talk to him.
Okay, go on. Sure.
Okay, where's your evidence for who you think I am?
Okay, Paper. Have you ever heard of Fakeologist?
No,
Have you heard of Clues Forum?
no.
Have you heard of David Icke forums?
I've heard of David Icke. I haven't heard of David Icke forums. I've heard of David Icke. I know who David Icke
Well,
is.
let me just say that, of course, even if you were, you are evil, Edna, but if you were, you can't admit it, can you? So you're going to say that. So you've never heard of Fakeologist. You've never heard of Clues Forum.
I haven't even heard of them. What's psychologist?
You've never heard of September Clues.
September.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, man. You can. I caught you the last time for using a voice morpher. You're not so. Let's call it this time.
Level of paranoia is through the roof.
I don't.
Man, they're
I
really
don't
you
think
know,
that's exactly what you would say. But that's fine.
You need
Pete,
to
that's a
help.
bit. You've got no evidence, really, Peter. I mean,
No, this is not for anyone else. I don't need to. I just know Paper's Evil Edna. And Evil Edna is one of the biggest.
Very-
I
Got a very, very vivid imagination.
Man,
It's
just like that. I live in a flat Earth. My senses don't deceive me, and you know very well what I'm talking about.
Will-O-the Wisp.
Oi, Peter, if you're so intelligent, why is it taking you half the day to get in the fucking hangar?
T-minus 2 minutes.
Well, it didn't actually.
Expire in 2 minutes. Stop
I can't believe these fucking
I guess we'll
stupidity
get
of
you
these
next
people.
time, guys.
What are you doing now, Peter? You're off now,
Mark.
Pete.
I'm pretty sure I am.
You're gonna turn down the road there, Petey.
To be sure I am. You sound like someone who has a chip on their
You're
shoulder,
gonna
mate.
go around, Petey.
Mark,
That's all you got,
quite
really,
racist.
isn't it?
Oi, Pete,
To
do
make
you ready to
you
be able to
spend
work
your
out and
time
get
here.
the next hangout, or do you need some help?
No, I'm
We
good
can
now.
write
I
it
think
down
I'm
for you
good.
in crayons for you.
I'll try if let's make a deal. I'll try not to.
Now, Pete.
I'll try not to insult or
you're trying
offend
with
you
it,
if
Pete.
you reciprocate. How about that? I thought we were all looking for truth here.
What have you got against the Irish?
Oh, I've got nothing against them. It's just that it's this stereotypical thick fuck.
This Pete
Not my fault. This
guy, I'm sorry that this Pete guy is giving the Irish a very bad name.
Why is that? Why is that, Edna? Just because I said I found you out before?
Talking complete bollocks.
The new hangout will start
He
immediately
called me Ed the other
thereafter.
day as well.
The link will be posted in the text chat of this hangout.
I can tell you who I am if
No,
you really
everyone
want to
goes,
I know who you are, Edna. Well, that's your cover anyway. That's your cover, man, and you're a bit of a traitor, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm
I'm a bit of a
undercover. I'm an
You've
undercover.
got out before, man, and that's alright. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, fucking hell, and you're Spider-Man.
Minus 1 second.
Yeah.
The new hangout will start immediately thereafter. The link will be posted in the text chat of this hangout.
There.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Come
5,
through the building.
4, 3, 2, 1.
This one right here.
You pay taxes wherever you're at.
Poncho doesn't, so he's not paying my wages, so he can't say anything, can he?
No, I'm self-employed.
You pay taxes wherever you're at.
Poncho doesn't, so he's not paying my wages, so he can't say anything, can he?
Yeah? Oh, yeah, it's the French.
I thought it was. Sorry, it's so small, and my eyesight's poor, and the colours are bad. But yeah, okay.
Hello, this is Lindsay.
Does she do
elements with that too?
Yeah, turpentine animals.
Hold on a second. Turpentine kills candida. This is true, and I did take some myself. In fact, this is one of the other.
You drink it?
No.
Bleach, turpentine, crazy stuff is just off the charts.
You take a sugar cube, you touch it in the turpentine, it soaks it up, you eat it. The candida consumes the sugar with the turpentine, and
take that carbon and they turn it into oxygen. It's an infinite cycle. Now, I understand something like that. They could go and say, hey, there's a species of animal that takes our piss and converts it into something better, and we can drink that and it could be healthier. That, I could semi-believe something like that.
You've heard the saying, taking the piss. No, you've heard the saying. I'm serious now for a minute, right? You've heard the thing, taking the piss. Allegedly what they used to do, I don't know how true it is, but this is what, the so-called legends. You have your witch doctor or your shaman, the high priest dude. He'd be well up in all the mushrooms and all that kind of shit, right? And he would take the concoction, right? And he'd literally piss, then other people would take his piss, and they'd get a sort of a milder form of the trip or hallucination that he'd be on. And that's this concept of taking the piss. It was from some sort of a shaman who, after being ingesting mushrooms and stuff like that. Has any of you guys ever heard of stuff like that?
No. I think
I just came across
pretty interesting, I guess.
Journey of research and stuff, Fucking the people who were in charge that day, the emergency services, the blood transfusion people.
Okay, so they saw a huge event happen. They asked for blood, correct? While people were heartbroken.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, but they've been part of the psyop, man.
Great for them. That's great. That's what you call great business right there. They want something, which is blood. People are heartbroken. They will give blood. Great for them. That's great business.
Hey, Dale.
Pete, how's it going, man?
Not too bad, man. I didn't recognize
Pissy
you.
Pete! Some will say that we're talking to ourselves. We're talking to, I'm talking to myself.
Well, you might as well be, as well as talking to Luca Pig here.
That's what I'm saying. I was, but they were saying earlier on, some of them thought that you were me and I was you and all the usual bullshit. But the thing is, we were only just. I don't know if you heard what we were talking about before you joined.
No, I didn't. And let me just say before you expand, because a thought just occurred to me. I have no idea why you were talking about blood or donating blood. But the day being in it, of course, here, Del, well, it's just turned the 10th of the 11th, but yesterday was 9/11.
Yeah, and Trump was elected.
Right, and also, of course, the Benghazi.
It's not 9/11. 9/11 was months
No, it's here. That's the way the dates go here, Pig.
Oh, okay.
You say November.
Yeah, you guys is your month is.
No, you say November the 9th. We say the 9th of November.
Yeah.
So it's 9/11.
Okay.
So, so that just reminded me of the Benghazi hoax, which was also on 9/11, 2012.
That's
right.
right.
And of course, some might say that has cost Hillary Clinton the election. But again, this is all planned. I think we know it is. I know it is anyway, Del. But yeah, this reminds me, 9/11, right? The hoax that it was. We don't need to argue about that. But didn't they fucking put out the call for everyone to give blood on 9/11?
That's what we were just talking about. I just brought it up.
Yes.
Really? Is that what
That's some great marketing by the blood drive.
Yeah,
most likely it was the Red Cross then, wasn't it?
Hang on for a minute, Luke. It just happened. I don't know how it came. It just popped into my head though, and we were talking about whatever, and I just remembered it, and I said, I just asked Luke there about, where did all the blood go that day? Because they donated an awful lot of blood, and I was saying that it was taking advantage of people's generosity, the ordinary people, and it was like a blood ritual in itself. That's
right.
That's where it came from.
Right,
the blood ritual thing, that no one died, but yet there was a lot of blood fucking spilled.
Right, that's exactly what I rang into when I heard your voice to say to you. So you were talking about that already.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. That's exactly it then. Fuck it. It doesn't matter what the blood is. It's all symbolic, and it represents, because no one really died, right? But there was a blood sacrifice, a blood donation by millions or thousands of people.
And I just said to Luke, I says, where did the blood go? Because, Americans anyway, they sell it, they buy and sell blood.
So you're sort
You
of,
don't believe me.
I don't know why you come here. I don't think you're quite the paid agent in the caliber of the rest of them. But,
I think you are. I have to admit, I am a paid agent. Oh, fuck.
Well, you're a big shill in the
I can
throat,
prove it.
and you do a lot of sniping, and you do a lot of shit, and your friends.
I've only sniped. Can I get this clear? I've only sniped once, and I tried to apologize to the people, but they were dicks, and fuck them.
But I have heard you've been decent with Von Helton.
Yeah, I've been going to Bonn and chilling out with him. He's a...
But, so he said...
One, you don't be a dumb fuck, okay? You always keep your money in a bank, and you always keep a card for that.
Never carry cash. Never.
Yeah, never.
Carry a small amount though if you're on holidays somewhere else. You need a bit of money. But you don't have to pull out a giant fucking wad of money.
Yes, just have your wits about you, no matter where you go, and you'll be fine. Yeah. That's all.
And you shouldn't carry more than a couple hundred in your pocket.
Also, what does my age affect you, Pete?
No, I don't believe you. I know you're sort
You
of...
don't believe me.
I don't know why you come here. I don't think you're quite the paid agent in the caliber of the rest of them. But, I think you are.
I have to admit, I am a paid agent. Oh, fuck.
Well, you're a big shill in the
I can
throat,
prove it.
and you do a lot of sniping, and you do a lot of shit, and it doesn't make sense. And no one.
Well, what
no
is
one
it?
anywhere near
Let's go to his story. So, if I remember correctly, his story was, he was, how many blocks away was he at his apartment building? With his brother, I think it was?
What do you reckon, Pete?
No, full of bullshit. And
3,000 pints of blood perished that day, probably.
Well, now there you go. Blood sacrifice in a ritualistic sense. And here's the thing, Dal, and we say it as well. If you can get, how big will you? What do you call it? Put a sock in it or something, man. Here's the thing: if you can get millions to believe that 3,000 people died, and throw in a bit of blood then as well, that has the same effect, I imagine, in pretty much real terms as if 3,000.
How many people do you think died in 9/11?
Nobody.
Nobody died. No firemen died. No pedestrians died. No one died.
Are you talking about by a direct result of what we were told happened?
Unless something
He just said no one died from 9/11.
People just died on that day anyway. I'm sure someone keeled over in New York be buying a coffee.
Okay,
sure
but
someone-
no firefighters died. No one died in 9/11. That's an idiotic claim.
It's not an idiotic claim. You just made a claim. You just made that claim. You just made that.
He said no one died.
Well, what
Man,
I meant.
Pete said no one died.
You're Look a Pig, right? I don't know how old
Yes,
you
I am
are
Look a
at
Pig.
this stage, but I've seen you around. I've seen you around in these debates.
For the likes of me and you, I suppose, Dal, who've come to see the fakery for what it is, and you can see all these clues then retrospectively, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why would they do this? That's the question, right? There you go. Yeah, Tom McVeigh bombed Oklahoma 4 years prior to Timmy McVeigh.
Yeah, there you go. I knew I was on the right track when my
Yeah,
memory
well done.
isn't that bad.
So, a book written by OK Governor Frank Keating's brother, well done, Del, 4 years before OKC bomb, featured a bomber named Tom McVeigh, pulled over like McVeigh for a minor equipment violation. So he just talks about, will I read the rest of it? Do I need to?
Yeah, you can read if you want, man.
Okay.
Just explain.
So this is from Ren, so he's just saying, do I hear Masonic orchestrated choreography? I think he spelled choreography wrong there. Let me hear it. Let me hear, hell yeah. Frank Keating used to be the head of the AATF and was FBI hotshot. Keating's book also predicted TWA. Well, there's another hoax indication then. We thought that already. And the World Trade Center bombing, which is probably in 1993. Right, so two more fake events you can say there.
Yeah.
Keating family, career intelligence operatives and agent provocateurs. Oh, hang on, what's this? Is this describing the book now, or who's Frank Keating again? Frank Keating's brother. Okay, sorry, just
the guy. He's actually the mayor of Oklahoma or something. Yeah, his brother wrote the story 4 years before, and then
So Frank Keating he used to be the head of the ATF. What's that?
The alcohol, tobacco, and firearms.
And the FBI, and was an FBI hotshot. Okay, right. That sounds very dramatic.
See the way they give all these fuckers jobs. Alcohol is alcohol. Tobacco is tobacco. And firearms is firearms. But yet, they have a whole
group.
You see, there's another onion within the onion, you know? It's mind blowing, man.
It is just I don't know, if you can't find something that's not compromised, not corrupted,
Pete, that's before 9/11, right? People can get hung up on 9/11. Go back to fucking, even that alone is enough to say to me, there's something fishy going on there.
Look at my screen here, Del. Do you see my screen?
I'm looking at it. Yeah.
That's the one that woke me up with 9/11.
Look at what's this date? Is this the date? So that would have been the 6th of June, 2001.
Yeah.
And look at the date, 9/11 upside down. Wow.
It is 9/11 upside down. There you go. Yeah.
So
see, no matter what way we look at that, our subconscious will put it together. It's 9/11. It's also a 6/11.
I'm confused, it's all CGI plane. What's the point of me going to look at plane crashes if it weren't a plane? I'm confused, it's all CGI plane. What's the point of me going to look at plane crashes if it weren't a plane?